appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your story and why you love Vitify so much, if you will, for those people that don't have haven't had a chance to get to know you yet.
Sure. I got started back during the pre-launch here in the US. I started taking the drops because I was in an accident and Dr. Jeremy was like, try these. And I was like, okay, I kind of brushed it off, but then I ran out of the ones that I bought, the turmeric that I bought from the store. And I was like, well, I guess I'll give them a shot now. And I did. And at first I didn't think anything was happening. 45 days in, I was just like thinking I should start to feel something. But then I was out walking one night. There were wildfires here in Arizona, and I realized that I did not have my inhaler. So I'm not saying that this has cured me, but I was walking and I didn't need it. I managed to complete my, 4-mile walk. I got home and I was like, you guys, you'll never believe what happened. And of course, my whole family thought it was like a mountain lion chased me or something because it's happened before. And I was like, I just did my whole walk and I didn't have my inhaler and I can still breathe. So that was my very first change, and not even why I started taking the curcumin, right? I was taking it for pain. And then I started to pay a little bit more attention, right? You just get so caught up in your day to day and you think that it's not working. And then I realized it is working. I was, able to lift my arm up above my head again. I was able to now like lift a gallon of milk, things that I hadn't been able to do in quite some time. And then I just started doing them and didn't even realize I had done them. So I fell in love with the product. 45 days, after I started taking it was when it kind of like sunk in. And then I realized that it had been more than 45 days and I'd been in love with how it was working and the results that I was getting. So I was just kind of sold from that point on. And I was out of the network marketing business. I had been burned. I didn't want to do it anymore. I had said, no, I'm done. And then I decided I needed to keep telling people about this because it helped with things that I didn't even think it could help with. Right. So it was just kind of exciting to then be a part of the launch and then to continue growing my team and sharing the product. I mean, I still share it every single day. There's not a day I don't think that goes by that I'm not telling someone about it. And it's the people, the culture of our business, here at Vitify that keeps me, coming back all the time.
Oh, that's fantastic. I appreciate you sharing your story. What can you share with other people on what you do, on how you enroll customers and new entrepreneurs?
I'm getting involved in a lot of online vendor groups. There's a lot of them out there, and I'm just inviting people to the groups. There's other ladies that are sharing their businesses in these groups as well, and they bring in people, and I connect with them through sharing testimonies. Testimonies are the key to our business, right? I get them in our group. That way they can search and see, someone else maybe had something similar to them that my story might not resonate with them, right? They might not have a breathing concern or they might not have, chronic pain. So getting them connected into our customer testimony group is super important. But consistency. I'm in my stories every single day. I might not post directly to my Facebook wall. In my stories, I use hashtags. I hide them behind the pictures so that you don't see them and people don't see them, but they're there so that if people are searching those hashtags, on social media, our product is going to come up,
Mhm.
and I'm just myself. I don't, there's no sugarcoating it. It is what it is. The product just works. And here's why, if you have a mouth, I always tell people, if you have a mouth, this works.
Thank you very much for getting on here. And I just wanted to congratulate you for being
Thank
Entrepreneur of the
you.
Month. I think that that's fantastic. Well deserved, well earned, that's for sure.